I closed down my successful academic life coaching company to Priestess women through their reinvention process. My name is Clarissa, and if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that for the past 9 years, I have been the owner, founder of a company called She Rocks at College, where I was helping women in college earn better grades so that they could graduate so damn proud of themselves. And I loved doing that work. And if I'm being honest, behind the scenes, I was feeling this deep, unshakable sense that something wasn't right. And it was really hard to admit for a really long time that this shift was happening, because on the outside looking in, everything looked really good. I've worked with over 600 plus women in college. I had colleges and universities using my courses, using my content, using all of the things that I was teaching women in college to succeed. But deep down, I knew that I wasn't living in my truth. I wasn't showing up fully as myself, and I could not talk about study skills and time management any freaking more. Because the truth is that my work was never just about study skills and helping women in college earn better grades. What I found is that in every session, behind the scenes with women in college, I was helping them on their mindset. I was helping them on their identity. I was helping them on their self-concept. I was helping them rewrite the stories that they had in their mind that were keeping them stuck. I was teaching them how to learn to feel their emotions, how to ask for what it is that they wanted, how to really tap into their desires and live it out and create it in their life. But on the outside, I was creating all this content and all these videos and all these courses around succeeding in college. And then on the back end, I was really holding women through these deep internal shifts and this deep becoming process, this death and rebirth process, as they were figuring out who it is that they wanted to be as women. And college was part of that that goal and that identity that they wanted to create for themselves. But it felt really scary for me to come out and just say that. It felt really risky for me to lead with that until about 2023. I went through what I call my dark night of the soul, where I just couldn't keep hiding anymore to keep myself safe. I couldn't keep hiding what I was doing with women behind the scenes. It was feeling so out of integrity for me to keep pedaling and pushing and talking about study skills and talking about time management and talking about procrastination. And then as soon as you came into my program, we were doing this deep inner work, which was so impactful and so transformational. And the number one reason why my success rate with women in college was so high is because I was doing this feminine rites of passage work with them. I was doing these sacred practices with them. I was doing the deep inner self-intimacy work that these colleges and universities weren't giving them, which is why they were coming to me after they were struggling and failing. So over the past almost 3 years now, I've been going through this really deep internal reinvention, where I questioned everything I thought that I had to be, everything that I thought that I needed to have, the identity of an academic life coach, that I was having a really hard time just letting go, even though it wasn't fitting the real work that I was doing behind the scenes. I had to face my own shadows, and I had to reclaim parts of myself that I had buried, like the fact that I am a witch, the fact that I am this deeply holy woman who's into these ancient feminine practices, who believes in magic and energy and mindset, who has done a lot of deconditioning work around the patriarchy and colonialism and whiteness, and who was helping women do the same to get rid of all of these past beliefs, all of these beliefs that they have taken on from their family, from society, around who they can and cannot be as women and what they can and cannot do as women. And it wasn't easy. When I tell you I put everything on the table table, I mean everything. Like, I was looking at my marriage. I was looking at this career that I had built for myself, this company that I had built for myself. I was looking at the way that I was mothering. I was looking at the friendships around me. I was looking at the women in college who I was working with and who I was attracting, and how desperately all that they wanted was to feel alive in their life, to believe in themselves, to not let people walk all over them, to actually set a goal and achieve it, to prove to themselves that they are smart enough, talented enough, capable enough of whatever life it is that they want, whatever goal, whatever desire it is that they have for their life. And through this process, through these past 2 years, I've really found the through line of all of the work that I've been doing these past 9 years. And I'm not just here on this planet Earth to help women earn better grades. From the very beginning, the work that I've been doing is to help them to become whoever it is that they want to be, to reinvent themselves, and to step into the woman that they know that they came to this earth to be. And I'm especially here to work with Latinas, especially here to work with women of color as an Afro-Latina myself, who has been reconnecting with her indigenous roots, reconnecting back into her spirituality, reconnecting back into what she knows to be true. So for those of you who have been with me since the very beginning of my YouTube channel, where I've done all of this academic coaching, I want to thank you for all of your support, for all of the women that I have worked with, the 600 plus women who have either purchased a planner for me, purchased a mini course for me, signed up to work with me one-on-one, who went through my program, study school, and then educated. What I want you to know is that this pivot doesn't mean that I'm leaving any of you behind. When I said I'm not going anywhere, I've meant it. Even though I went dark here on YouTube, behind the scenes, my calendar is full with women some who are women in college, some who are women who are no longer in college, but really want to go through this reinvention process, really want to go through this process of becoming the woman it is that they said that they were going to be at the beginning of the year. My calendar has been full of doing this deep work with women. This pivot doesn't mean that I'm leaving you behind. What I am asking is for you to actually step into something deeper. So if you feel stuck, if you keep repeating the same patterns, you're unsure of who you are, you're scared to step into your truth, to really look at yourself and do the deep inner work so that you can become the woman it is that you want to be, I want to invite you to dive deeper into this work with me. I want to help you to heal your wounds, to reclaim your power, and to rise into the woman that you were always meant to be. And this process isn't going to be shiny. It isn't going to be some perfect transformation, because the work that I do with women is real and raw and sacred work of becoming. But if this is calling you, I hope that you'll continue to walk with me on this journey. And if any of this is resonating with you, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. This sun is really shining on my face right now. I want to invite you to share your thoughts in the comments, to tell me if there's a part of what I shared, a part of my story, a part of what you're feeling as you're navigating college that feels true, that's ringing true, and that you're wanting something deeper, you're wanting something more raw, you're wanting something more real, you're wanting to actually do some deep work on yourself that you know is going to last longer than the 4 years that you're in college. If you are curious and you're ready to explore your own reinvention, you're ready to go through this death and rebirth process and emerge as the woman it is that you know yourself to be, I'm going to put some details in the description on where you can schedule a consultation call with me so that you can work with me in my upcoming programs that I have. I just launched Your Sacred Reinvention, and I have one woman in that program, and I'm working with 5 other women on their reinvention process right now, privately one-on-one, and I have spots and space available. But here's what I want you to know. Speaking your truth and stepping into it and claiming who you actually are is always going to be worth it. I am here as your reinvention priestess to guide you every single step of the way. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for listening, and thank you for allowing me to share this part of my story, this chapter in my book. And I can't wait to see where this journey takes us. And I'm going to be creating more videos around topics like shadow work, around topics like sacred feminine practices, around ceremonial work, around all of the inner work that I'm doing with women and that I have been doing with women these past 9 years. I'm going to be speaking about it more publicly and out in the open so that you can experience what it's like to know yourself this deeply and to be the woman it is that you desire to be.